Passons maintenant à autre chose pour parler.
Let's now talk about the World Report on the Gender Gap. The World Report on Gender Gap published last month. The document measures the progress made by 144 countries in the implementation of gender parity, economic participation and opportunities, educational attainment, health and survival, and political empowerment are the four themes on which the study is based. Rwanda has emerged as the first African country in the domain, coming fourth in world rankings.
Rwanda is the only African country that ranks in the top 10 of the Global Gender Gap report. The country is first globally for health and survival in 2017. They also ranked third for political empowerment and seventh in economic participation and opportunity. So since its first year on the ranking, it has closed 82% of its gender gap. Rwanda's improvement is largely based on the narrowing of the gender wage gap and the impressive number of women in parliament. 61% of Rwanda's parliamentarians are women, the highest percentage anywhere in the world. Meanwhile, in African countries, Namibia is ranked 13th on the list, South Africa at the 19th position, Burundi 22nd, Mozambique 29th, Uganda 45th, Tanzania 68th, and Kenya 76th on the global index.
Elinette, pour en parler, nous sommes en ligne avec...
We are now joined on the line to Kigali by Maggie Mutesi, a journalist in Kigali. Thanks, Mutesi, for joining us on this show. Rwanda is considered as a country that persecutes journalists, especially women. Does this report reflect the reality you live on the ground?
As a journalist practicing in Rwanda, for me, I could probably say I face different things. There's been, as a woman, first of all, but also as a female journalist, I've been given a platform to tell the stories. And the report actually reflects what happened in Rwanda. We have come a very long way if you look at the history. And with what's happening now, you can clearly see a lot of women coming out in different fields of the work to do this work. So with the report, I think I know for sure that there hasn't been any evidence, and the reports have actually been they have been wrong. At some point, they even asked them to present evidence which hasn't been presented. The gender gap has been closed in different sectors. I've actually even covered, to me, women who even drive taxis, something we never used to see so much back in the day. So the report reflects what's happening on the ground.
Alors Maggie,
how do you evaluate the performance of women in business and employment? What propels them to the top?
I will not say that we are at the top as probably how the government or the people in Rwanda really love to perform. Of course, I can't say that we have the best private sector in terms of women. We still have a couple of gaps. But we have laws that were put in place to empower and support the women. For example, we have the 30% law where in all public institutions, at least there should be representation of 30% of women in leadership positions. Now, that uplifts women and gives them confidence. And we've had the reforms, or what I would call the property law, where women can own property. For example, in other countries, if you went there, if a parent died and left property, it's probably the boy, child who probably take charge of all this. In other different. All children, regardless of the sex, actually share equal, and you can own whatever you want, actually. So these laws have been put in place to enable the women in Rwanda to be able to access finance, to be able to take charge of these offices, and from that to see them coming out to set up offices, bigger even offices, or to set up their own businesses. I can't say that we really maybe we'll be one of the best, but yes, we're trying, and I think the country is on the right path. But I can say these laws put in place have made it easier and enabled the women even to probably grow bigger.
Alors, Maggie, in September,
Dian Rwigara, opponent of President Kagame, was arrested after being disqualified for the presidential election. How do you explain this form of persecution of women, even though the country is very advanced in terms of parity?
To be honest with you, I have followed the case quite keenly, and Diane was actually accepted to campaign. She did everything, and even she was got all his votes, she did not fulfill some of the requirements that were asked by the electoral body. But also on the other hand, so many things like tax evasion and other things that came in place, that could not enable her. And these are things that are punishable by the law. And on the other hand, I can say this: the 64% representation is actually reflecting on the ground. Unlike what we just asked, that people still say this is just a number, it's actually true. We've seen women in this position. We have senators in Rwanda, the Speaker of the House. All these people are women. And I don't think that for the young case, it reflects what the political sphere or environment in Rwanda is. I think it's just one of those small cases that she had a couple of things with her which had to be punished by the law. And if you look at some of the things that happened, she wasn't arrested alone, but with time we see things developing and unfolding, and her sister is now set free. And her case alone cannot reflect what happened in the political sphere in Rwanda. It's quite different, I must say.